The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ。
よりによって。
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Good moo! Oh, you found your moo!
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken
Phrasing.
out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. Hypno. How is it my fault? What? The bracket gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy first Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay. I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did I focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends?
Titty
Did your social
freakers.
credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
pro-black Twitter hoes.
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
Drops, retard. Robocock.
Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are live, boys. We are live for another episode of Hypnocast, boys. We are live, man. We made it. We made it. We are live as hell. Holy shit. Bring it in close, man. We are ultra close. Extra close today, boys. I wanted to get really close. I wanted to get really close. I wanted to make it awkward. Get in the chat. Let's go. Good job, Dylan saying hug it out. Very good. Very good. No ass grabbing. No ass. Well, no, you can grab some ass. That's fine. Look at the chat. Sonia says absolutely not. And it's because she's by herself counting. So make sure if you super chat today, it is a very strange number for her to count. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, guys, listen very closely. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. I thought I'd be tired, but I'm hyped as fuck. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you're watching anywhere else, this is what you do. You like the stream, man. Like the stream. Figure it out. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking today, boys? What are we checking today? Listen, man, everything's set up. I'm back. We're back at the bunker. We are officially back at the Hypno Bunker, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. So how do I sound? How do I sound? Do I sound normal? Do I sound better? I would rather just sound the same. I'm good. Perfect. Can I get a mic check? Titty check? Balls check? Trans check? What are we checking? What are we checking today? Listen, man, we got a lot we got to talk about. We got a lot we got to check. Cough check? Oh, I'm sorry. You coughing? That sucks. Tacos check? Very nice. Hypnotic showtime? Absolutely. Welfare check? Not here. Big jiggly titties check? Absolutely. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to see some big jiggly titties. No ghetto internet? Yes, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. Ghost of Yotei should have been Ghost of Tsushima too. I agree with that. Testicular fortitude check? Absolutely. Poop check? Have fun with that. Birthday check? Whose birthday is it? TJAP Steve check? No, he's gone. He's gone. Hypnotic is awesome check? Thank you. Thank you. Kidney stone check? God damn. Ouch. Ouch. I'm sorry. Anal beads check? Jesus. Pizza and beef patty check. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. What else? We got ICE is doing work in my town check? Uh-oh. I'm not going to your town. Double D boobs check? Who got double D boobs? Who got double? Moan JT check? All right. Listen. He said it. Don't yell at me because hath not seen said it. And because he put it in the checks, it's got to be played. It's got to be played. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I would never do that unless you misbehave. If you misbehave, then it's going to happen. Remember that. All right, guys, that's it. Our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream, boys. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in his chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku Eurydice, Black Samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point, but no longer do. And people that swore that I was on vacation getting married when I was really just on vacation getting a suntan because they made fun of my skin color. So sad, so sad. The black people made fun of me. They're like, you white boy. No, change that now. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll get right on that. We got Cyber Rider. We got Jonathan James Johnson, a.k.a. Triple J Jr. We got Gamer Nurse Gale. We got Mr. Melancholy. We got Astrobot 702. Bro, YouTube is doing this stupid fucking shit, man. Seriously. YouTube is doing this stupid fucking ad shit. What is with this ad shit? Like who said that's what we wanted? Everybody was complaining about it. It went away and now it's back again. What is with this fucking nonsense? Stop breaking shit that is not broken. Anyway, Astrobot. We got Soul Reaper 2078. We got The Gaming Wolf 87. We got Yamato 85. We got Melody Johnson. We got Mr. Blue Cthulhu. What's up, man? We got Diz the Jizz. We got Marius. We got Frank Tucker. Nice. Nice. We got Raiden. We got Nick Havoc. We got War Maniac 209. We got Nexus Nocturne. What's up, bro? We got Blue Octopussy saying, notice me, senpai. What's up? How you doing, Blue? We got Commander Sonok. We got the voice in the water. We got Glowmite Princess or Prince, whatever. We got D-Mag 2734. Yeah, I don't know. People make up the lore. Like 1 second I'm marrying New Day. The next second I'm marrying Vera Dark. I don't know, man. People just make up lore. We got Jay. What's up, Jay? We got Mr. Disaster 2000. We got Cyber Rider saying she's here again. But the boobs are still covered. This is the problem. We got Chaotic Holy saying play Moan JT every time someone donates an even number for their super chat on Fridays. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this going to be the new rule going forward? Is this going to be the new rule going forward? Do I have to play Moan JT? Do I have to do it every time there's an even donation on a Friday? Huh. It's not a bad idea. We got Valkyrie. Man, the chat's going crazy now. Look, they're like, no. Uh-oh. 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 That might be a problem. And we got Matt saying, hello, please. What's up, man? We got Romanizer 24. We got Oliver Adam. We got Old Man Cad says, I'm still here and still unsupervised. Listen, guys, at what point are we going to take control and supervise Old Man Cad? Are we just going to let him run rampant? Is that what we're doing? Is this legendary man going to run rampant throughout the entire chat for weeks on end before somebody supervises him? I'm just saying. We got Shadow of Abyss. What's up, man? We got Matthew Buckley. We got Sonia's all about the anal beads. Holy shit. We got Dev Cracker. What's up? We got Alice Smith. What's up, Alice? How you doing? Alice is amazing. She's really nice to me. We got BioT Wolf 19, who is not nice to me with the dad jokes. We got Kay the Cadet Queen. We got Lothar. What's up, Lothar? We got Nightmare 13. What's up? We got Valerian over on Rumble. We got Reaper Knight. What's up, man? I don't suck. Oh, okay. You say I rock at video games? I agree with that. There we go. I agree with that. Thank you. Thank you. We got Astrobot again. We got Zelosi. We got Jay Sims. We got O-Face. I'm just going to call you O-Face. It's funny. On Rumble, we got Cornholio saying he's not here. We got June B. What's up, man? We got, who else is here? Let's see. Crash Collins. What's up, Crash Collins? PS5 Gamer. Sleeping Nova. Christopher Lloyd. We got John D. What's up, man? We got D-Mag. What's up, D-Mag? We got, who else is here? Panthro. What's up, Panthro? We got Faye. Faye's here in the chat. We got Fighter 4. We got Beautiful Zexel. What's going on, dude? We got Angmar WK. We got FarkTube. Nice. We got Snooty Mims over on Rumble. We got Luck E-Boy. What's up, man? We got Craig Browning. Vigilante up. We got Yol 7560. We got, who else is here? Nowhere to go. What's up, man? You clearly have somewhere to go, and it's here. I appreciate that. We got Yoda 13. We got Soul Reaper 2078. Appreciate you too, man. We got Jeremiah Maxwell. We got, who else is here? Hudge Game 67. We got Captain Killaguns. All right, guys, 4 more people. And that is it. You know what? Maybe I'll do 5. Just because we're back from vacay and we're ready to rock out with our cocks out. So maybe we'll do 5 just for today. Just for today. But that's it. Not a single person more. We got Vigilante up. We got Hanny. We got Mr. Angry Monkey 100. We got Moogie Dookie over on Rumble. We got Sonia. What's up, Sonia? We got Saint Jason. We got G Bam FS. What's up, man? We got, who else is here? Who else is here? Let me scroll down. Crash Collins on Rumble. We got, let's see. Taffy over on Rumble. Diz the Jizz. What's up, man? We got, who else is here? I want to see some new names. We got Valkyrie. We got Kurokami. What's up, Kurokami? We got Let me scroll down. Shadow of Abyss. Oh, I called this one out already. Melfina 2720. What's up? See, Melfina's dropping titties. Why can't the other girls drop titties? This is crazy. We got, let's see. Who is Sonia's threatening to quit? Oh, great. What else is new? We got, all right, let's end on this. Let's scroll down. We're gonna end on IB the EB. I don't know what that is, but I really fucking hate this at YouTube shit. I really do. All right, guys, listen, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member, and let's see who's going to get the money shot today. Who is going to get it? Who is going to get the money shot today? Cyber Rider says, that's what you want to see? What? Titties? Yes. Obviously. Who's going to get the money shot today? Let's go, man. Let's go. Wake up. We got Mr. Melancholy saying to go down. Booty hole protected. Extra thick and creamy. No lotion. No oil. No Ugandan gay. No booty warrior ×5. You must kiss Bonnie Blue and what? Excuse me? Excuse me? You must kiss Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips? What in the nasty? What in the... That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dylan says no Mercanti, no Jaffe, no Diddy, no Nintendo, no Ubiflop. Magic cylinder, defense piercing arrow towards the target ×5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got voice in the water. No Sony, no Microsoft, no Nintendo, no Uno reverse, deflect attack with Rust Hurricane ×4. Overwhelm whoever this lands on. Defenses with fully 45-minute of My Little Pony Anthro Fuda 2D animated film. What is any of that? What is that? What is even My Little Pony Anthro Fuda? What the fuck is that? ×4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. So Kayatsi's out here claiming that this is all one massive L. Meanwhile, Kayatsi, unfortunately, has to receive the massive money shot today, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Kayatsi.
What the?
Like the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, L for load. That's right. That's right. The chat is right. The chat gets it. The chat said it was L for load. Okay. Okay. Now I understand. Now I get it. I apologize. All right, guys, listen. We got a lot we got to talk about today. Okay. We got 3 main topics for today. They're all in the title. So make sure you guys like the stream. We're going to be talking about Kotaku, right? Kotaku, after they were bought out, they were a little bit quiet after they were bought out. And then all of a sudden, what's one of the first articles they come out with? How you can combat ICE today. Yes, I am not kidding, bro. I am not kidding. Oh my God. It gives me a headache just thinking about it. It gives me a literal headache just thinking about it. How to fight ICE today. Yes, the supposed politically neutral website known as Kotaku is trying to teach all the young gamers out there how they themselves can fight ICE today and how you could be a good little activist, just like the people who run the company. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Subnautica 2. I know. Everybody's like, oh my God, another Subnautica 2 story? God damn you, grifter. No, bro. Legit, this shit keeps, like, every 24 hours, something happens with Subnautica 2, right? So now, yesterday, we had a story about how Subnautica 2 the publisher Krafton put out their statement essentially blaming it all on the people that they fired. Well, apparently now the people that they fired are suing Krafton. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this shit is crazy. This is crazy. This is a wild story. We got to talk about it. I can't believe this shit every fucking day. Every day something's happening with Subnautica 2. I can't keep up, but I'm trying to. And then, of course, we're going to be talking about Ghosts of Yotei. Now, I know a lot of you guys were tagging me on Ghosts of Yotei. You wanted me to talk about it, but I didn't talk about it yesterday because my internet was such shit that I wasn't going to be able to stream the the showcase properly. So we're going to look over that 19-minute showcase of Ghosts of Yotei and see exactly what's going on. Because one of the things that I've been saying about Ghosts of Yotei for the longest time is I need to see gameplay. I need to see gameplay, like real gameplay, before I even come close to making up my own mind about this particular game. And I want to check it out. So we got a 19-minute showcase we're going to look at and react at. And of course, we got a couple of fast stories we got to go through also. So before we do any of that, we got to do the #1 segment on YouTube. We got to do the #1 segment on Rumble. We got to do the #1 segment on Twitter and all around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know the multiverses are shaking right now. This segment is known none other than the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat, money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
That's right. Listen, man, we got ourselves the pre-stream legends, and we're going to start off a little bit differently. We're going to start off with Rumble. So, Rumble, you guys awake? Rumble, are you guys awake? What the fuck is going on, Rumble? Are you awake, man? Come on. Yesterday, we officially hit 400 tier 1s in a row. We are officially on the road to 500 tier 1s in a row. We are on the road today. We got War Maniac with $1 on Rumble, says any attempts made by Louis Pasita to match me with some femboy are nothing but vile slander and or projections. Also, Hypno sucks virally at video games. I don't, but you can keep saying it. It's fine. And then we got Snooty Mims for a 10. Hail Hypnotic, veteran gaming channels on Rumble, Neffits Blue, Father Russell, and disabled vet Grim Trip 420. They deserve honor. Hail to the Rumble chat. What's up, Snooty Mims? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. And that is it, because Rumble's half asleep. Rumble is half asleep, but you know what? That's fine. Two super chats. That's cool. I appreciate you, Rumble. Thank you so much. You legends over there. How many we got over there, man? We got almost 60 people watching on Rumble. That is amazing. Shout out to you guys. All right, let's go over to the YouTubes and see what is going on over here. Who's awake? Who is awake? We got Captain Killer Guns with a 5. Congrats on your wedding proposal to New Day. Never happened. Hope you have a bunch of little Boricuas, Spaniard, Hypnos, and Hypnets. Con gusto primo. Bro. Never, bro. No. Stop it. Stop it, Captain Killer Gun. Stop. War Maniac 209 with a 2. Even when you are not late, you are still gay. That's not fair. You see, that's not fair. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's not fair. Okay. BioT Wolf 19 with a 5. Who starred in bringing down the Shinra Mansion? Queen Latifah. That almost made me leave. I'm not even gonna lie. That almost made me leave.
Stop it. Get some help.
Jesus Christ, man. What are we doing? Queen Latifah. Holy shit. I had to say it again. It was that bad. And then we got Warben 55 with the poop emoji. Thank you so much, Warben. I appreciate that. We got Leviath with the 777, just passing to leave contributions to the Bigot Army, to remain War Maniac, to hug his fanboy, and to wish Lady Sonya a great day. Nurgle loves you. Shout out to Leviath. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Mr. Melancholy with a 99-cent super sticker. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. And then we apparently have a 10 membership mega banger from the one and only Sonia's All About the Anal Bead. Shout out to Sonia's All About the Anal Beads for 10 memberships, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is legendary. And then we got Nexus Nocturne becoming a member all on his own. Shout out to Nexus Nocturne. I appreciate that. And then we got Sonia's All About the Anal Beads for $20.83.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Says we are expanding business in holes one person at a time. Quality is our mission. We guarantee our stings will not break or your money back. I like that. I like that. Sounds like quality anal strings. I like that. Shout out to Sonia's All About the Anal Beads. Good job. On the $20.83. Thank you. And then we got Tanya Raven for a 2. Says, Happy Friday. Happy Friday to Tanya Raven. Thank you. Captain Gilligan's with a 2. Mira eso. An on-time Latino. Bravo. Listen. Of course I'm on time. Okay? I'm not black. We got Nexus Nocturne with a 314. Bigots, remember, only donate odd tonight. Hail all. Yes, donate weird numbers tonight. Donate weird numbers tonight. We got Mr. Melancholy, 4973 with a 2. Old man Cad doesn't need a babysitter. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. You are in denial if you think old man Cad doesn't need a babysitter. We got Gamer Nurse Gale with a 5. Hypnotic, why did the gamer play so many video games after his breakup? He needed to console himself. Wow. This is what we're doing. Youper with a $10 banger says, here is a donation for the No Chair Fund. Thank you. Thank you, Youper. We will continue to make sure that doesn't happen. Debu with a 5. Why did a coffee file a police report? It got mugged. I can't believe we corrupted Debu. I really can't. Debu was so innocent when he first joined us. Now he's out here doing this shit. Crazy. The beautiful Zaxel with a 777. Hypnotic, welcome back home, but press the button or you're gay. What button? Oh, this button. That button? That one? Maybe that was the wrong button. Trey Berghalter for 8 months of legendary status. He says been missing, lurking on the hypnogrift in the afternoon. How do you know if a corpse has a cold? From the coffin. Shout out to Trey Berghalter, the legend, man. We got Jay with 11 months of legendary status. Hey, old Bigot Army. What's up, bro? 11 months, one more month, and you become a Super Saiyan 3. That's insane. And then we got Sonia's All About the Anal Beads for $100.83. Holy shit. Shout out to the legend himself. Sonya is all about the beads. Oh, hold on. New Black Street is rating us. Give me 1 second. Anal Bead Master. Give me 1 second.
That's crazy!
With a dick in her ass. Like, are you? Oh, yeah.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I'm shocked. Oh.
Bruh.
Do it the other way so y'all can. Oh, baby, I'm shocked. Oh, can you stop? Oh, I'm finna come. Oh, can you stop? Oh, fuck out of here, bro. I was in a state of shock.
New Blackstreet has officially raided us, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to New Blackstreet. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the raid from the Black Brothers with no fathers. Shout out to you. Sonia's all about the anal beats for $100.83 says, I would like to thank our number 1 and number 2 customers, Hypnotic and Spanish JT, for making our business possible. Use promo code HYPNOSOLDOUT for deep discounts. Deep discounts. Remember, it's all about the beads. It's all about you in discomfort. That is absolutely fucking insane. That's the most insane super chat that I've read in a while. Shout out to Sonia's all about the anal beads. For the red boy. Thank you so much. Spam red boy emojis. Spam red boy emojis. Come on, man. And then we got Mr. Melancholy with it too. Kotaku is a used up love rag of the industry. That's to assume there was any love in the first place, man. I highly doubt there was any love for Kotaku at any point. So we'll see. And then we got Bud. Bud just dropped a 10 membership banger all on his own. Shout out to Bud. Thank you so much, Bud, with the 10 membership banger. You fucking legend. I appreciate that, man. God damn, you guys are going crazy, man. You acting like I didn't just stream yesterday. Holy shit. We already had tier 1, according to Sonia, I believe. And then we got Old Man Cad for 5 months. Why don't computers argue? They always take things literally. Why did the laptop cross the road to get to the wireless hotspot? How does a computer get drunk? By taking screenshots, unsupervised, and took my edibles. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a big, big problem. We got Conjolio with a 2. Behave. We all know Hypno's partner is Smash JT. Oh, really? Oh, really? You were saying? Exactly. Exactly. Watch your mouth. We got Yamato 85 for a 5. Congrats on your wedding. To Vera Dark. Never happened. Hope Sonya becomes the best nanny to your kids while you cover lesbian samurais. We would definitely cover lesbian samurais, but nobody got married. The Gaming Mason for a 5. Last one. Oh, no, this is not the last one. Gaming Mason with a 5. Flagship product of Sonya's beads, the pearls of Sephiroth. Come with Hypno's Money Shot Lube. Nice. Nice. That sounds accurate. And now, last but not least, we got Eric Jenkins exposed by YouTube. No longer the Primate King for $4.99. Mon. Whoops. Wrong live. Yeah, you can't be dropping the monkey word, man. You can't be dropping the monkey word, man. You can't do it. You can't do it. All right, we are fully caught up everywhere on YouTube and Rumble. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for the insane pre-stream legend. Look at this fucking guy. Cryptic Manga for a 2. How do you use this computer again? Oh my god. Oh my god. Of course. Of course. I mean, listen. The governor. They did say black people don't know how to use computers. So to be fair, you're just following the lore. To be fair, Sonia's all about the anal beads with a $2.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. All right. Are we fucking ready, man? Let's get to the content. You guys have been insane. We passed tier 1 already, which means we are at 401 tier 1s in a row. Absolutely disgusting. We are on the road to, what is it? We're on the road to 89 tier 2s in a row. That's what we're aiming for. 89 tier 2s in a row. And for those of you that super chat after the fact, make sure you super chat weird numbers because Sonia is counting all by herself. Let's make it difficult. Nobody has spoken with a 5. You guys might not know, but Hypno is a sweetheart behind the scenes. I have no idea what you're talking about. 0. I don't help people. I don't like people. Stop lying. Stop lying. Okay? I'm just kidding. All right, man, let's get into it. First things first, we got to talk about this, man. I don't know if you guys are aware, okay? Because I wasn't aware, because this game is so fucking dead to me. I don't even know how many hours I have in this game, to be honest with you. I should honestly check. I should check. Let me take this out really quick. God damn it, shut the fuck up, outro. There we go. The fuck is going on, man? I go away for a week and I don't know how to operate this shit. All right, so this game is dead, not only to me, but probably a lot of people, to be fair, right? So I don't really blame you guys if you didn't know, because I didn't know either. But apparently this game had a roadmap that was planned for it. And one of the, two of the things that were planned for it were 2 expansions. The first expansion and the second expansion. But apparently the second expansion for Starfield is MIA. And a lot of people who are still playing Starfield are questioning whether or not this second expansion is even going to come out. Apparently, when asked, the developers are really silent about it. And they're not saying a damn thing about it. It says when Starfield was released in 23, it came with the promise of a lengthy content pipeline that would yield at least one major expansion every year. Nearly 2 years later, and following the lukewarm reception of Shattered Space, fans are still waiting for Bethesda to deliver the game's second expansion, and by day, more are giving up hope. Now, I haven't looked at the numbers. I'm actually going to look at the numbers right now while we're talking about it, because again, this game is completely dead to me, bro. I gave up on this game a little bit too fast, to be honest with you. I probably could have played it a little bit more. And there's probably going to be a day where I go back and play it and finish it. But I was so fucking bored of this game. And that rarely happens for a Bethesda game. Even with all the bugs that are jank and all that stuff, it's normally I could tough it out because, just being in the world is interesting. Bro, I only have 20 hours in Starfield. That is pathetic. That is pathetic for a Bethesda game. I can't believe I only have that little bit of hours in that game. But if you look at the numbers here, let me share the screen for SteamDB. This is probably one of the lowest performing Bethesda games by far in terms of longevity for players. This is pretty fucking sad, to be honest with you. You can clearly see, I've never seen a Bethesda game do this, where it just fucking tanked, bro. When the game came out on the 4th, Monday the 4th, September 2023, by the time Monday the 11th came around, the game lost 90,000 players. Within just 1 week, the game lost 90,000 players. Another 7 days go by, and the game loses another 60,000 players. By the time it goes, bro, holy shit. By the time September ends and October comes around, the game is at 104,000 players. So after 1 month, the game lost 200 and around 20 to 230,000 players. Damn, that's crazy. The math is not in their favor. And then after that, kind of just tapered off, from that point. So, but in any case, it's fine. So, but apparently, let's go back to the article because this is pretty interesting to me. So if we go back to the article, there was supposed to be a second expansion, but nobody seems to be talking about it. Despite vague and cryptic social media posts and references made by Bethesda's representatives in interviews, the unnerving silence surrounding the second expansion, which is rumored to be focused on Starborn, has left the community somewhat adrift. Shattered Space was a known thing long before the release of Starfield in September 23. It was set up as a promise that a major expansion would land not too long after the game hit the market, but that it would be a full 12 months before Shattered Space fully emerged. What was dubbed the resurgence effort for Starfield ultimately drew criticism for being shallow, repetitive, and too expensive for what was on offer. It introduced new gear and lore, but it failed to address critical gameplay issues that were present since the original launch of Starfield. Yeah, the drop-off is fucking insane, Nexus Nocturne. It's not even... the only game that I know of off the top of my head that experienced a worse drop-off than Starfield would be Monster Hunter Wilds. That's the only game that I know of that experienced a worse drop-off in the same amount of time. Right? Monster Hunter Wilds completely died after 90 days. This game didn't die after a month, but it died after about 60 days. More than a year after Shadow Space's release date was revealed, fans are left sitting with what looks like a dead game. Todd Howard confirmed that a second expansion was in development in June of 2024, but since then, no meaningful message had been uttered by Bethesda Game Studios, despite opportunities having presented themselves. So at this point, we are now past 1 full year. So the second expansion was supposed to be out by now if they were going to keep to their initial schedule of 1 expansion every year. It's not out. It's not even being talked about. It's not even heard of, let alone coming out. So where is the second expansion? Nobody knows at this point. So I think it's fair to say that Starfield, if it wasn't dead before, it's probably dead now, right? I think it's fair to say that. I think they've moved on. They probably are putting all hands on deck for Elder Scrolls 6, most likely. You got to imagine. But I'm sure at some point we're going to hear about the expansion, but as of right now, we don't know a fucking thing. In March, the team wrote the following: "We know that you're eager for an update, and we truly appreciate your passion for Starfield. The team has been hard at work, and while we're not ready to share specific details just yet, we have a lot of exciting things planned for the game this year that we can't wait to talk about when the time is right." So we're going to find out. Probably next year. Does anyone care at this point? Probably not. Probably not. But you know who does care? The people who are invested in the game. Even though the game is fairly dead, there are, a few thousand people that are invested in the game. It's got a 24-hour peak of 4,184 players, which, to be fair, is nowhere near what the number was not even that long ago. But still, there are people that are playing the game. If you look at the sales, it did anywhere between 2 to 4-ish million sales. This game could have easily been 10 million plus sales. Easily. If this game was actually good and it had great word of mouth and it did exactly what it was supposed to do, this game could have easily surpassed 10 million plus sales without a doubt. On Steam alone, not even talking about other platforms. On Steam alone, 10 million easily. But unfortunately, it got really bad word of mouth. It just is what it is. Look at the reviews. Look at the reviews. 56. 166,000 reviews. 56. I don't know. This one's a little bit sad, unfortunately. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. All right, let's get to the next one. We got the next one. Oh, man. This is going to be a good one. Here we go. Final Fantasy, man. Always. Mr. Yoshi P himself, ladies and gentlemen. Final Fantasy producer. Yoshi P. Dropping some information. Now, here's the thing, man. Everybody keeps bringing up turn-based Final Fantasy. All of a sudden, people are now trying to advocate for a turn-based Final Fantasy game. When Square Enix was out here making all of these dumbass mistakes, listening to the Western modern audience and listening to their consultants, not many people were fighting against them, right? They were like, ooh, look at this action combat. You likey, right? Not many people were publicly fighting against them. It started to ramp up little by little by the end of Final Fantasy 16, because that game was such a drastic change from what Final Fantasy used to be that people started questioning, like, bro, what are we doing? But the reason why people are bringing this up is obviously because of Expedition 33. The success of 33 really put it back on the map that, hey, there are people out there that are yearning for a turn-based game with a rich story and a beautiful world to explore. People are yearning for that, but they don't necessarily want it to be pixelated. I understand that Team Asano does make turn-based games that are usually like 8-bit style games. That is the little segment of Square Enix that are still producing turn-based game. But people are looking for a modern Final Fantasy, modern graphics and everything, but with the turn-based combat and bringing back the job system, maybe bringing back summons, bring back all that. People are looking for that, right? So now people are constantly talking about it. So the Final Fantasy producer, Yoshi P, has stated that there's no clear-cut answer to whether Final Fantasy will actually return to turn-based RPGs, because the direction of the next Final Fantasy will be up to directors of the next Final Fantasy. So he's basically saying that he's not going to be the director of the next Final Fantasy, which I feel like we kind of already knew, but whatever. But what he is saying, in my opinion, is that this shit is not going back to turn-based. I don't see them going back to turn-based. I don't. As much as I wish that they were, I just cannot believe that they are. I just don't. I don't know how they're going to go back and not turn off the modern audience that they've been trying to advocate for and look for with all of these new Final Fantasies. I just don't see it. Now, I'm sure there's some people out there that will disagree and they'll say that Expedition 33 woke them up, right? Woke them up from their slumber. I don't think that happened at all. I don't think that happened. You know what's gonna make them wake the fuck up? The same thing that made them wake up 2 times before. And that is their company on the verge of bankruptcy. They're not quite there yet. But they perform really well under pressure. Final Fantasy has saved this company twice. Okay? The original Final Fantasy saved Squaresoft. If you guys know the story of the original Final Fantasy, the company was about to go under. That's why the name of the game is Final Fantasy. That was going to be their last video game that they were going to make. And if it wasn't successful, they were going to be dead. And then Final Fantasy literally saved the company from extinction. And then they experienced something very similar with Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII saved their asses and made them so much money that it allowed them to turn around. So these are 2 examples where the company performed really well under pressure when they had no choice but to. I don't think they're quite at that point yet. I think that if the next Final Fantasy 17 fails, I think that they will definitely be at that point where they're going to desperately need to pull something out of their asses to save the company. Otherwise, they're going to be completely fucked. But as of right now, I don't think it's going to happen. Also, Final Fantasy 14 is keeping them afloat. But if you guys remember, Final Fantasy 14 the interest in that game is dwindling. The amount of money that they are making from that game is dwindling. It's getting to the point where it cannot carry the company. It's not happening. So at some point, they're going to have to sit down and figure out whether or not they're going to save this company or not, because it is happening. This company is starting to die. And it's very sad as a Square Enix fan that I have to say that, but I got to keep it real. The company is in fact dying. There is no doubt about it. You have people out there that swear this company is making so much money, but they've admitted on investor calls that they've lost millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. Just last year alone, they went from $300 some odd million operating revenue to about 90 million. Now, the good thing for them is that they jumped up slightly. I believe they jumped up to slightly over $100 some odd million of operating revenue. But that's nowhere near where they used to be, because unfortunately, they just lost too much money on Marvel Avengers. They lost way too much money on that. And they lost way too much money on Forspoken. So Final Fantasy 17, whatever it is, it needs to hit hard. It needs to hit hard, because if it doesn't hit hard, they're going to be fucked. They're going to be fucked one way or another. So this is going to be a waiting game. I don't think Final Fantasy Remake, whatever it is, Part 3, I don't think that game is going to do anything special for this company. The first one didn't sell good enough for them to be like, ooh, this is amazing. And the second one sold half of the first one. So I don't know what the third one is going to sell. I can't imagine it's going to do very well. I think it's probably going to be half of the first one as well. I think it's probably going to match what Rebirth sold. But I don't think it's going to surpass it. That would be kind of odd for that to happen. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. But Remake Part 3 is not going to save this company. They need something new. They need something dedicated, and they need something that is truly, and I hate to say this, a return to form. They need to go back to what made these games amazing. They need to go back to what made these games like Japanese focus. Make them Japanese focus. I guarantee they'll succeed here. I guarantee. This whole trying to adhere to the modern audience fucking bullshit in the West, bro, stop. It's literally killing your company. Stop it. Stop it at this point. All right, let's continue, boys. We're going to catch up on Super Chats. Let's catch up on Super Chats. Where we at, man? Who's talking? We got Tuco. We got Tuco with a 5. Any competent devs at Bethesda are long gone. Only DEI left there. I would be inclined to believe you only because of what I saw with Fallout 76. Fallout 76 was, man, When you want to talk about notorious releases, I think Fallout 76 is probably up there in the top 3. Right? Like if you want to talk about releases that were so bad, right? That they're memorable for how bad they were. It's Cyberpunk, Fallout 76, and I feel like I'm forgetting one other one. But those two are by far like two of the most notorious bad releases that have ever happened in gaming. I mean, you could throw Concord up there, but the game is dead. I'm talking about games that are still alive after the fact. No, No Man's Sky. That's the one. No Man's Sky. Boom. There you go. There you go. In my opinion, the top 3 worst release games of at least the last 10 years is No Man's Sky, Fallout 76, and Cyberpunk. Those are the 3 games that released astronomically terrible. And it's because they were over-promising and under-delivering in every way imaginable. Mass Effect Andromeda was bad, but it wasn't as bad, Old Man Cad. It just wasn't. I was there for Andromeda. I remembered my face is tired, all that shit. I remember that. But it's not as bad as the 3 that I just talked about. It's not as bad. Because here's the thing. The 3 that we talked about, those 3 actually convinced everybody that the game that was going to come out was going to be amazing, right? They sold us literal lies in trailers. You got Todd Howard talking about 16 times the detail. Remember the fucking trailer? You got what's the guy's name? What the fuck is his name? At No Man's Sky at Hello Games. What's his name? I forgot his name. But he was making video after video just showing absolute bullshit. And then when the game came out, it was nothing like what he was showing. And then Cyberpunk, we already saw what happened with Cyberpunk. The tech demo's like, yeah, you're going to have 200 plus NPCs all around you at any given time. And then you play the game and it's like, what? What is that? Yeah, Sean Murray. Yeah, there you go. Sean Murray over at Hello Games. So those 3 games have to be, and again, this is my opinion. If you think any are worse, by all means. But No Man's Sky, Cyberpunk, and Fallout 76, the 3 worst releases over the last 10 years. I mean, fucking A. Don't do what they did. If you are a company, don't do what they did. It is bad. Eric Jenkins, 189, Starfield, the reason I don't pre-order anymore. A lot of people are like that. Sonia's all about the anal beads for $9.99. Todd Howard loves our products, particularly the bedside bead warmer backs, on sale right now for $83.83. Oh my God, bro. You serious? Are you serious with the lore and everything happening right now? Are you fucking serious? Oh my God, dude. This guy's fucking insane, bro. This guy's insane. Old Man Cad with $5.37. My little girl took her senior pictures in Okinawa. As a dad, I am in tears wondering when she grew up. Damn, time flies. Pics in Discord share. Shout out to Old Man Cad. Definitely would check that out, man. Congratulations. You must be very happy. You must be very happy, Old Man Cad. We got Uper with a 5. F the turn-based bandwagoners. There's a lot of them. And there's only going to be more. We got Blackguard with a $20
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
We got Blackguard for a 20. Square just needs to go back to the classic storytelling format, game design, and marketing. There was nothing wrong with that formula. Trying to modify or change it for an audience that'll never show up is where they fucked up. I agree. They you can clearly see the change that happened in the company when they started designing Forspoken and they started coming up with the idea for the game. And when they started marketing that game, you could see the clear shift in the way that all the games after Forspoken, how they were marketed and how they were shown to the public. It just isn't what Square used to be. And a lot of people fell out of love with Square, basically. And a lot of people blame the ethics department, right? The ethics department took a lot of blame, especially when it comes to like what happened with Tifa and whatnot. They took a lot of blame for a lot of shit, and rightfully so. Cyber Rider with a 499 says Cyberpunk 2077 is goated. Fight me on it. I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to fight you because the game is good now. What we're talking about is the first year of release. The game was fucking It was like a trash heap. There was issue after issue after issue, depending on the platform you were on. And even PC gamers were having problems. It was a lot of problems. The game itself now is great. I've beaten the game twice. It's a great game. Sonia's all about the anal beads for $9.99. Hail Sonia for being an extremely good sport. Nice. There you go. There you go. I think Cyber Rider just wants to fight. That's all it is. And I keep telling her what needs to happen, but she don't want to listen. We got Dead Eyes Lock for $1 on Rumble. What did the base man say to his friend who wants him after years of stalling? Sorry, I don't date in tables that break. Wow. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Snooty Mims with a 10. Shout out to Adam Juman and all the mods on Rumble. We some great people in Rumble chat. No hype. No, all the hype. You want all the hype. You want all the hype. You got all the hype. Rumble has all the hype. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Rumble has all the hype. All right. Are we fully caught up? I think we are. Let's see. We are indeed fully caught up. All right, boys. Are we ready for the first main topic of the evening, ladies and gentlemen? The first main topic of the evening. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys were asking me to react to the Ghost of Yotei State of Play gameplay trailer. And I promised you guys that I would after I got back home and my internet was okay. And now we are here. So this is my first time watching it. I have not watched a single bit of this particular trailer. I've also avoided all conversation online about this particular trailer. I wanted to go into this as fresh as possible. So I'm ready. I'm ready to see what Sucker Punch has to show us when it comes to Ghost of Yotei, which obviously has a lot of drama for reasons that you guys know. But I like to give every single game a fair, objective chance. And we're going to see exactly what's going on here. So the volume's up. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. This is Jason Connell and Nate Fox from Sucker Punch Productions.
Hello.
Ghost of Tsushima was an honor to be a part of. And today, Nate and I get to
So why didn't you make a part 2, you bastard? No, let me stop.
share more about our next game, Ghost of Yotei. We'll be sharing how we've crafted the game around exploration while keeping Atsu's tale of vengeance front and center. We'll also talk about ghost combat and how it's evolved. And we'll introduce for the first time some new special modes of play. But let's start things off first by talking about a Japanese folk legend. The Onryo.
Let's talk about it. Dun, dun, dun. What they meant to say that the Japanese folk legend was the fact that a Japanese female samurai existed at all. But that's, whatever. They meant to say they were making up the legend as they were going along. But, that's fine.
The people of Ezo believe Atsu is an Onryo, a wrathful ghost bent on revenge. And they're half right. Atsu doesn't care if she lives or dies, so long as
Can't she just die so we could get Ghost of Tsushima 2 already? Can you just kill her off screen or something? You know what's fine.
she can punish the Yotei Six, a ruthless gang who slaughtered her family. After 16 years in the
Is this when she says, I am eager?
South,
No?
she's returned home
No? All right.
to put their spirits to rest. It's warm memories of her family that propel her forward. When Atsu returns to her childhood home, with the push of a button, you can experience those cherished times.
What? Bro, this is literally Assassin's Creed Shadows. Oh my God, man. When you would go back and experience her past, it's like literally the same thing.
By giving you the freedom to explore Atsu's past, the wound of her loss becomes personal. It's that pain that pushes her forward. Hunting down the Yotei Six is a near impossible task. She'll face 1,000 blades, but the Onryo is relentless, and with each victory, the ghost story around her grows.
So for me, I've always said, man, when it came to the gameplay around this chick, I always said, like, if they added some sort of like powers or something, kind of like Jin Sakai had, if they added some ghost powers, it would make it a little bit more believable. Something that could help me understand how this 90-pound woman is somehow going to take down, 250, 300-pound men in samurai armor with ease. I was just hoping for, I hope they show something, because if it's just her like literally flipping them and fucking like, if it's just that, I'm just, my suspension of disbelief is going to slowly but surely be ruined, in my opinion. Oh, you're so powerful. You're so stunning. You're so stunning and brave.
Ghost of Yotei focuses on player freedom more than any game Sucker Punch has ever made. But it's also a game that, at its heart, is inspired by so many of our favorite wandering samurai films.
I will say the environments look fucking incredible, but I feel like that's easy to do considering they already had the first game. But yeah, the environments look amazing. Like the graphically speaking and everything looks fucking incredible. And definitely more accurate than Shadows, I would say.
So let's start off by talking about exploration at the edge of Japan. We all have different playstyles, so we set out to make an open world game that lets you drive your own experiences. Whether that's your curiosity to wonder, your thirst for combat, or a deep desire to stay focused on the story. As you explore, there's an underlying clue system that invites you to new adventures in new areas of the game that could be appealing to you. If you interrogate an enemy, choosing to ask about the Oni, you could uncover a landscape scarred by fire with more bold, samurai-like enemies to fight and abilities for Atsu to learn. Or if you ask about the Kitsune, it might lead you to an area filled with snow and deception, enemies that ambush you, and new ninja-like tactics to study. Atsu draws.
Bro, this shit is legitimately just Ghost of Tsushima 2, but they put a girl in it. I'm not even kidding, bro. Because it's like I'm looking at this gameplay and I'm like, this shit is Ghost of Tsushima 2. Like, that's what this is. This is actually Ghost of Tsushima 2, but you just decided for some reason to put a girl in it. Whatever that reason may be, but that's how it looks, because I'm not seeing anything else different.
Cards for each clue to keep track of all available adventures. The more you play, the more the game unfolds for you. As she makes progress against the Yotei 6, her legend as the on-rail grows.
So does she not have actual, like, any powers?
Bounty will go up, drawing the attention of deadlier foes.
Are you lost? Does she not have any powers? So wait, so if she doesn't... Oh my god, man. So does she not have any powers? Because Jin Sakai's story was already unbelievable as it is, because the shit he had to go through in order for him to get to his end goal, and the ghost powers that he ended up unlocking over time made it believable that he was able to take on his enemies, even though they were 3 times his size half the time, even though some of them were small. But like, what can this girl do other than swing at people? I don't, like, what can she do?
I'm looking for some old friends. The Yotei 6.
Show her the door. Look at the size of that guy. What's she gonna do? Flip him?
There is a hefty price on Atsu's head. Now, Atsu can also hunt down her own bounties that bring her all around the land. This is a lucrative way to make some money to fuel her vengeance quest.
Wait, what? Money? I thought activists don't like capitalism. Why aren't they socialists or something? Oh, this is literally Ghost of Tsushima Part 1. That's what it is.
You're not off plan, Eguchi. You're here for my bounty.
This shit is the same game. Listen, I don't mind when sequels are literally the same game. But here's my thing, right? So if you were going to make the same game, give me the same gameplay, same kind of traversal, same everything. Actually, you give me a little bit less because I don't see this bitch having any powers whatsoever. If that's the case, then why the fuck didn't you just give me Jin Sakai? Why do I not have Jin Sakai? You're already giving me Ghost of Tsushima 2. This is literally Tsushima 2. So why don't I have Jin Sakai? Like, that could not have been hard to do. You're giving, like, when you give me a new character, I'm going to assume that the game is going to be fairly different. This is not fairly different. This is literally the same fucking game, but with Atsu, or whatever her name is.
Hidden in the world are altars of reflection. Finding one inspires Atsu and unlocks a new ability to help her on the journey ahead. They are fun to find on their own, but for a quicker route, you can always buy a traveler's map from the cartographer. Ghost of Yotei isn't going to rush you through anything. You can choose what motivates you most. But we think the best way to play is to simply pull out your spyglass, find something interesting on the horizon, and enjoy the ride.
Let's ride.
Guys, if the FPS is bad, it's because of StreamYards. But don't worry, I'm working on transferring everything to OBS because it'll be better. Streamlabs failed, but OBS will not fail. I'm gonna make it happen. Don't worry. What do you guys wait? You guys saying something about the music? What's wrong with the music? The music's fine. What's wrong with the music? It's a beautiful looking game. Graphically speaking, they nailed it. But to be fair, Assassin's Creed Shadows was also a nice looking game. When I was playing that game, I'm looking at the environments. I'm like, wow, this actually looks pretty nice. The way the environment, moves with the wind and shit. It's pretty impressive. So, like, graphically speaking, that's not really going to make me want to go crazy for this game. It looks good. Don't get me wrong, but that's only superficial. That's only like at the surface level.
The lands around Yotei are vast.
People are saying, just wait, there's more. Oh, no.
It's not about checking it all off. It's about engaging in the content that gets you excited.
Oh, look, you can. Oh, hell no, bro. Nobody want to see Erika Ishii naked. Get out of here, bro. Skip this shit. Skip this shit. What the fuck's wrong with you?
The wind guides you on your hunt.
Master the Blade. Here we go.
Ezo is a dangerous place.
Please tell me you're going to give her
Atsu
something.
always wields a weapon. As for which, that's up to you. Will you choose a katana, spear, a surigama, odachi, or dual swords?
Which one of those weapons is going to give me an advantage against a fully armored 300-pound fucking samurai? Which one is going to give me the advantage there? That's the weapon that I want. Do we have, like, I don't know, something?
Each is uniquely effective against a particular enemy and has their own set of upgrades to discover and
All right,
master.
well, that guy's a wimp. He doesn't count.
Psycho banners.
I swear to God, if I see this girl flip a fucking 300-pound samurai, I'm going to be pissed.
Uses these weapons in the field, searching for leads.
I think the
Lord
music's fine.
Saito.
I don't mind the music. The environments, the setting, the music, all that shit, the visuals, it's pretty spot on. But the reason why it's spot on is because it's literally the first game just being resold to you.
The soldiers needed more to free you.
Free us. Inokichi steals our crops while our families starve.
Or what?
Atsu's no samurai or ninja. No.
Did she pull that man? Like, how many How many feet was that, bro? You weighed a fucking... God damn, bro. What? What? Do you know what it takes for that to happen? Wait, hold on. Give me a second.
She steals our crops while our family starves.
Holy
Atsu's no samurai or ninja. No. She's a lone wolf mercenary who'll use every...
Bro, that guy was fully armored. He had to weigh like 250 pounds easily. Fully armored. And she grabbed... She... This bitch just scorpioned him all the way at least like, what, 10 feet, 15 feet? What the hell? With no powers to explain it whatsoever. Just straight up like, I'm Erika Ishii, and this is my power.
Advantage. Every dirty trick to win a fight.
Here we go.
Combat has the feel of a classic samurai movie.
Bro, what the fuck is this with attacking one at a time, bro? What's with this attacking one at a time? Not even Assassin's Creed Shadows had attacking one at a time. In Assassin's Creed Shadows, at least 2 NPCs will attack you at once. So what the fuck is this one at a time shit?
Every motion counts. It's about lethal precision.
What? The one time she got attacked, the one time somebody wasn't waiting for a turn, she took damage. Accurate.
If an enemy swings hard, Atsu can lose her weapon. But if she's quick, she can disarm them.
Bro, she's more powerful than fucking Yasuke, man. She's more powerful than Yasuke. This bitch is cutting off arms like it's nothing. Kicking dudes back like it's nothing. What the fuck, dude? Look at the size of that guy.
Choose the right weapon for the job. To fight
that
a massive enemy,
slammer.
her huge Odachi blade is best.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. So you mean to tell me after this man seriously just choke slammed the shit out of her that she's gonna get up like it's nothing, pull out a blade that's twice her height and kill him? With no powers whatsoever, no nothing to explain? Bro, they just literally, they gave you Jin Sakai with tits. They didn't bother like power scaling her and fixing it to make it look more realistic, nothing. They just gave, this game was meant to have Jin Sakai as the protagonist. I swear to God. That's exactly how it looks. She's playing just like Jin Sakai, but without the powers, which makes it even harder to believe. Like Jin Sakai at least had the powers of the ghost to make it a little bit like, okay, in this world, that makes sense. I'm sorry, she has no tits. I meant to say bee stings. That's besides the point. Stop it, chat. The point is, this shit is retarded. This game was clearly meant for a Jin Sakai protagonist. And they changed it at some point and gave you Atsu, but they kept her with the same abilities as the previous protagonist. That's how it looks. That's exactly how this plays out.
He looks like the one in charge.
Tonight, we feast!
Oh my god, bro.
Blades
Oh
are
my
great,
God.
but ranged weapons work too. And Atsu's got an arsenal.
Bounty hunter! A ghost!
Thrown weapons like kunai, bombs, or even blinding powder can give Atsu an edge. When enemies switch weapons, you'll have to adapt. Dual swords are best against spears.
So they're they're bringing back stances, but with weapons. So it's basically the same situation they had in the first game where certain stances were strong against others, but now they're bringing it with weapons. So she went from having power, so Jin Sakai had powers of the ghost, but instead of having powers that could explain how this woman is able to do everything she's doing, they instead are giving you blinding sand. Blinding sand. Blinding sand. That's what. Are you kidding me, man? Listen, I get it, man. I get it. But like, come on. Are you serious? Are you serious, man? You can't. Listen, I'm going to make it very clear for the haters that are in the chat, because I already know people are going to be clipping it. They're going to be like, oh, he's complaining about a woman again. Visually, this game looks amazing. Sound effect wise, sounds perfect, right? If the music in the game fits the tone of the area, looks great, sounds great. Everything is hitting exactly the way it's supposed to for a Ghost of Tsushima game, right? Everything is hitting the way it's supposed to. But what's not hitting is the fact that the protagonist is looking and playing as if she's not supposed to be there. I can't help but shake that, right? I can't shake it. I can't shake it off. She's playing. She's literally playing like Jin Sakai, but with half of the body weight, missing about 10 inches in height, and no ghost powers, and somehow is decimating people. Like decimating people. I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be a great game for the people who want to play it. That's great. I'm sure I'm going to be forced to review it at some point. But this shit is just like, I'm looking at this and I can't shake it. I can't shake it. I'm sure there's going to be mods when this game comes out on PC, and that's going to turn Atsu into Jin Sakai. And then it'll be a 10 out of 10. Perfect game. Literally. But this bitch is cutting off people's limbs like it's nothing. Bro. You serious, man?
No more.
Look at this, bro. Grown ass man is begging for his life because he got his ass kicked by a 100-pound girl.
Tell me what you know about Saito.
Atsu doesn't always fight alone. She'll meet several allies on her hunt, including a mysterious wolf.
Atsu can set up camp under the stars of Ezo. But she's not always alone.
Hey, friend. Share your fire with the traveling peddler?
What are you selling?
A mask said to be cursed with the unpredictable nature of its previous owner.
Camping under the stars is a great way to rest up, play your shamisen, or cook to ready for a fight ahead.
Bro, this
It's
game
also
is
designed
literally the
to help
first
bring
game.
important characters and upgrades straight to you. In fact, in place of the journal menu from Ghost of Tsushima, we've opted for a more character-driven way of managing allies and vendors you meet in Ezo. Over time, Atsu grows to have her own wolf pack. Here, you can keep track of when a sensei might have a weapon skill for you, or when a vendor has something unique to sell. Managing upgrades, resources, when to buy what, can be a burden in a big open-world game. At campsites, members of your wolf pack can catch up with you, offering upgrades and unique items. This helps ensure you have every opportunity to upgrade and prepare for Atsu's vengeance quest ahead.
Dude, I honestly can't believe what I'm seeing, man. And I know that may sound ridiculous at this point, but it's like, if you guys remember streams way back when we first were talking about Ghost of Yotei, I was defending this game. And I was like, listen, we haven't seen enough, right? We've only seen cinematic trailers. We need to see gameplay. We need to see how convincing they can make Atsu, right? Because there's ways to make female protagonists convincing. It happens all the time. And usually Eastern made games make the most ridiculous female characters that carry around fucking gigantic buster swords that are twice their size, but they somehow, some way make them interesting and make them believable. This shit is just dumb, bro. It's dumb. You want to know why? Because they're basing it in a world of reality, in a way. And that's the biggest problem, right? If you were to base it in some fantastical world where pretty much everybody has like super strength powers, whatever, like something, anything, then at that point, it doesn't matter what you do. But this game is being based in a real world setting just in the past. And there's no explanation as to how she's able to do any of this. No powers, no ghost powers, no nothing. There's nothing there other than she's an angry woman that wants vengeance. That's it. She's an Onryu, as they call it. Yeah, that's great and everything, but I don't care how fucking angry you are. You clearly got chokeslammed by someone twice your size, and you got up like it was nothing. I don't get it. Like, there's a clear distinction between games like this and games like that come out in the East that have strong female characters but are based in fantastical worlds where the real life rules don't apply. This game doesn't have that. But then you're going to have people say, oh, you're just being a misogynist or whatever. You just don't want to see women. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, seriously, I can't stand people that are disingenuous like that.
You don't have to leave where you're exploring.
Whatever.
The game comes to you.
This. What the hell
While
is this?
exploring Ezo, you'll discover all sorts of new armor, charms, and gear.
That's great.
Perfect for building up Atsu around your chosen playstyle. Are you stealth, ranged, or melee focused? Find and combine the pieces that are just right for you. And of course, customize the look of your armor and weapons to make sure that your version of Atsu looks and fights just the way you want. The score of Ghost of Yotei is incredibly special to us.
It reminds me of Black Myth Wukong right here.
Our amazing composer, Toma Otoa, has created a mashup of Eastern instrumentation with Western flavors, brought to life through an exciting
Oh, this guy looks like Japanese Slash. Wait, hold on.
Eastern instrumentation with Western.
Look at this. Who the fuck is this?
Flavors, brought to life through an exciting collaboration of many talented artists.
結構ダウンビートまで
If you like what you heard, we're releasing 2 tracks featured in today's State of Play on your favorite streaming service immediately after the show.
What? My man is jamming out, bro. Man is jamming out.
The digital photography can be.
Who the fuck cares about photo mode in a game where the main protagonist is so goddamn ugly? Nobody's gonna want to take a true, real screenshot of this, bro. Come on, stop. Stop. Moving on.
From the beginning of the game, we're happy to offer a full Japanese voice track with full lip sync that you can play with subtitles.
Is that like not a thing?
Oh, 狼の姫。一人残らず息の根止めたと思った。また会えたな。刀鍛冶の娘。
覚えておけ。
Holy shit, she did the line. Bro, she did the line. They just changed the word Iga to Atsu. Holy shit. Instead of my, what was it? I am Iga. She said, my name is Atsu. Bro, that's crazy. Wow. It's almost as if it's the same writer making every single female character in gaming. It really seems that way. It's like, is every character written by the same writer? In a way, it is, because every writer thinks the same exact way, has the same exact ideology. They're all good little puppets. So they all make the same shit.
To take the feeling of stepping into a classic samurai cinema experience one step further, we are honored to once again partner with acclaimed director Akira Kurosawa's estate for Kurosawa Mode, which emulates his classic black and white films.
That's cool. Yeah, that was fun to use.
For Ghosts of Yotei, we wanted to celebrate two other influential directors who have had an impact on the genre as a whole.
Bro, oh my God, look at that shit, man. It was ridiculous when Yasuke was doing it, and it's ridiculous when Atsu's doing it, bro. Straight up, man. This girl is fucking tearing, like, look at this. Look at this. Arm off. Bro, she flipped his ass. Oh my God, man.
First,
what the fuck?
we partnered with Takeshi Miike, director of 13 Assassins, for a mode that puts the camera closer during combat for a more intense, raw experience, along with increased mud and blood splatter. And lastly, we've partnered with the director of Samurai Champloo, Shinichiro Watanabe. Turn this mode on to listen to some original lo-fi tracks directed by Watanabe himself.
What? You got lo-fi tracks in this shit? What? Why the fuck do you have lo-fi tracks in this? Who is that for? What? What? Who is that? Why did you design? Who is that for?
There's so many ways to make your Ghost of Yotei playthrough your own. But no matter how you play, here's one way to experience Ghost of Yotei that is sure to be special.
What? Of course. Of course, they got the limited edition fucking PlayStation. It's going to sell out because collectors want to have it, not because they actually want to use it. Of course, they got two of them. They got two of them, gold and black.
Today, you've got a glimpse into Atsu's hunt for the Yotei 6. Forge your own path while discovering the secrets of Ezo.
All right, that's enough, man. I can't take it anymore. So at this point, everything that we thought about the game is literally happening. We basically said many months ago that this game is probably going to be Ghost of Tsushima 1, but with a girl in it. That's literally it. And I was hoping that I would be wrong. I was hoping there was going to be some explanation as to how she's able to do what she's doing. And I wanted them to sell it to me. I really did. I wanted them to sell me the idea and, make it interesting, make it something that I wanted to partake in. But this is literally just the first game with a girl in it. And you're supposed to believe that with no powers, half the weight, half the strength, half the muscle, she is tearing people's fucking limbs off and just absolutely decimating everybody that she comes across. She is a female Yasuke. That is what she is. She's that powerful. This bitch is fucking throwing Kuroko, whatever the fuck that thing is called. She's throwing it and pulling guys 15 feet across the field in a scorpion style. Like, bro, this shit is crazy, man. It really is. This is really fucking dumb. So anyway, at this point, You guys can let me know what you think about this. What do you think about Ghosts of Yotei? I don't mind if you're interested in it because, like I said, man, I think that this game would probably play very well. But the only reason why it would play very well is because it's literally the first game. If you liked the first game, you're going to like the way this game plays. The only difference is now you're playing it with a 100-pound samurai woman. That's literally it. Now you're playing it with a woman, and the whole shit just doesn't make any sense because the guys that you're... Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. You guys let me know in the comments down below this video what you think. If you enjoyed it, great. If not, let me know why. Regardless, talk to me down in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Fucking crazy, bro. I'm actually disappointed. I'm not going to lie to you, but Hypno, it's fiction. I know it's fiction. Oh, just turn your brain off. Turn it off. It's fiction. It's okay. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to make sense. Man, that's got to be one of the worst excuses I've ever seen people say. I know you're being sarcastic. I'm not talking about you. But in general, that's got to be the worst excuse. Like fiction, what makes good fiction is when you can enter a story and all of it is believable, even if it's not real world stuff, right? Even if it's not real world stuff. So if you walk into a fictional world like Harry Potter, right? You walk into Harry Potter, you got fucking wizards, you got witches, right? You got magical creatures, you got all kinds of shit. But the rules of the world apply, and the rules are stuck to for the most part, right? All the rules that are set up by the author are stuck to, and they abide by those rules within the world. So much so to the point where now it's just exploded to a worldwide phenomenon that everybody just knows. Star Wars was something similar, well, up until, they fucked it up. That is why it is so important that whatever rules you allow in the world, you make it believable. But here's the problem. That works for worlds that are not built in reality. This particular game is built in reality. This game is built in the past, right? It's supposed to be real world location, real world, obviously the story is fantastical, but it all has real world logic and rules applied to it. Physics, gravity, all of that stuff. Everything is real world stuff. So it makes it very difficult to believe that somebody is capable of everything that you're seeing on screen. Even Jin Sakai was difficult to believe. That's why in the beginning of the game, when he got his fucking ass kicked and he was essentially resurrected as the ghost, when he was resurrected as the ghost, things became a little bit clearer as to how he was able to do what he was doing. But this is like, she's going to have zero powers, zero anything, but hey, she has blinding powder though. She has blinding powder. Smash JT says, remember when it got leaked that the vast majority of the OG Sucker Punch team had moved on? Yeah, this game is a DEI acid flip. It is. It is. It is. And it's crazy because, I don't want to say that is true, but it is true because I'm watching this entire game play out and it is literally Ghost of Tsushima Part 2, but they took out Jin Sakai and gave you some random fucking chick and are trying to sell you the story. That's it. That's it. There is almost nothing that differentiates it other than what? The lo-fi beats? Why the fuck did they add lo-fi beats to this game? At least there's a vagina. At least there's a vagina. I guess, man. I guess. Listen, at this point, I am so not sold on Ghosts of Yotei. Even though I know from a gameplay perspective, it's going to be nearly identical to the first game, which in my mind makes me think it's going to play well. I just am not sold on the story. I think the story is going to be very cringe. I don't think it's going to be something good or memorable. I don't think you're going to have the same level of duality that you had to experience in the first game about whether or not you wanted to be honorable, something that your uncle was trying to get you to do, or whether or not you wanted to go with the path of the ghost, which was going to lead you down a path of exile and eventually having you to face your own family. Like the story in the first game was fucking incredible. I don't think they're going to be able to do that here. I think it's going to be severely lacking. So even though the game is going to play almost identical to the first one, I just honestly believe that the story is going to be lacking big time. But I guess we'll see. We shall see. All right, let's catch up on super chats and then we'll get to the next topic. But I'm actually disappointed. I'm disappointed. I really am. I'm genuinely disappointed. We got Nexus Nocturne for $3.79 for tier 2. Ooh woo. I don't think we're at tier 2 yet. Cyber Rider with $4.99 showing my love to you, Hypnotic, for tier 2. Ooh woo. Thank you, Cyber Rider. I appreciate that. Look at Cyber Rider. Look at that. Thank you. We got a Hypernauts with a 5 for the power of 1, the power of 2, the power of many. God damn. Blackguard with a $20.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
He says it's Ghost of Tsushima plus Blue-Eyed Samurai, or whatever that Netflix anime was. 100% chance she's a lesbian too. No shot, she's a straight woman if there's any romantic interest in the story. To be honest with you, they probably won't do romantic options for this one. Because I think they're trying to sell the story of an angry woman really bad. Like, they're really trying to sell that story. So I don't think they're going to bother trying to give anything of a love interest to her, whether straight or lesbian, doesn't matter. I don't think they're going to do it. I think they're going to make her, I don't need no man kind of a thing. And all she wants to do is just kill people. That's it. That's all it is. But I guess we'll see, man. Blackguard for another 10, despite the nonsense. The gameplay does look fun. I agree. The gameplay does look fun, but the suspension of disbelief, it's so out the fucking window at this point. I hope the story isn't too stereotypical. It will be. It should be a fun play, even if the story is very predictable. Well, see, that's what they're banking on, right? They're banking on the fact that everybody liked the first game. Everybody liked the way the first game played. So they're giving you the same exact game in terms of gameplay. They changed up essentially what was in the first game, at least by a name, right? It went from different stances to now different weapons, but it does the same thing, right? It's all about countering certain weaknesses and certain strengths. That's what the stances did in the first game, and that's what the weapons are doing in this game. It's the same fucking thing. They just renamed it, right? So they're giving you the literal same game, but instead they're giving you Atsu. That's it. And you're not going to be able to rely on the ghost powers at all. So I don't know. I don't know. This one has me scratching my fucking head. It really does. Mr. Spanish Coffee, 15 months of legendary status. Can't wait for Spider-Man 3, where MJ is the main character with Black Cat abilities. The reason this game looks flat is because of lack of milkers. Well, I mean, we already knew there was going to be a lack of milkers. We saw her a long time ago. Tifa Lockhart, 199. Don't worry. We'll mod Jin later, right, Nexus? Yeah, and then they're going to ban the shit out of it and then call the cops on you. Cornholio with a 2. DEI Tsushima starring Erika Man-Hater Ishii. Accurate. Mr. Angry Monkey, 100 for a 2. Someone needs to mod Eve into this game. Bro, Eve in Tsushima? That's crazy. Mr. Spanish Coffee, 199. Can't wait for AC Mayans with music by Bad Bunny. They might as well have put rap music in the game. What the fuck is that lo-fi shit about? Why are they adding lo-fi music into this game? What the fuck? You know why they're adding lo-fi music into this game? For streamers. That's why. For streamers and their audiences, so they can listen to lo-fi while playing the game. Sam, it's not Simone for $189. $5 GOT will spike on stream once GOY is released. Probably. Tsushima will most likely see an uprise once Yotei is released. How much? I don't know, but we'll see. Adair Soto for 1 membership. Thank you, sir. We got Lego for a $5.69. Willing to bet Atsu doesn't have to sacrifice as much as Jin and will still be a hero. Absolutely. Jin sacrificed everything, especially if he went down the path of the ghost. He sacrificed everything to get to where he was. She's going to sacrifice nothing. Mr. Melancholy with a 2. Forget Milker. She got mosquito bites. True. Bee stings, man. Bee stings. Deadeye's Lock for $1. Ghost of Yotei, more like hollow whispers of Yasuke's remains. That's pretty accurate, considering she's more powerful than Yasuke. She was fucking shit up. Anti-Federalist Pain with $1. Jin had no ghost powers. He was still believable. She is a girl boss because she had to be stronger than Jin. Can't have a woman being inferior to a man in ancient Japan. Yeah. I mean, even without his supposed powers, he was still more believable as a warrior. But again, I'm willing to suspend certain levels of disbelief as long as you sell the story, because the environment and the world is based in the real life. So if you're going to add some extra level of shit in there, then you need to make it at least somewhat believe. Just sell the story. They're just literally throwing this girl in there with nothing. And they're like, yep, she's going to do fine. Don't worry. Everybody's going to love her because she's a girl. That's it. It's like, come on, man. Justin with a 2. If Gooners got a goon, collectors got to collect. Netflix got to Netflix their shows, and Marvel got to Marfuck their series and movies. It's just nature. It sure sounds like nature. I'll tell you that. Shout out to you, man. Okay, that's it. We are fully caught up everywhere. Thank you guys so much for the insane support. I appreciate it. Let's get into the next topic. And this is going to be one of the main topics of the evening. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be one of the main topics. We are going to be talking about Kotaku.
Holy shit.
Kotaku, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. The company all about gaming, supposedly. Yes. What you see on the screen is exactly what you're getting. Yes. This is some crazy shit, man. And I hope people realize just how crazy of shit that this actually is. Okay? Before I get into the topic, I just want to kind of like preface this. We already knew Kotaku was an activist website, right? We already knew that. We already knew that Kotaku was a political website. We knew that, right? They tried to pretend like they weren't. They tried to convince everybody that that's not true. But we already knew that was true. They just recently got bought out by Kellops, right? The UK-based company. And what did they do a week after they got bought out? And what's their first major article that they release? Well, it's a story about how to fight ICE. What the fuck? What the fuck? So you're actually trying to help and bribe people into fighting a government agency? Is this even fucking legal? I don't know, man. A little bit sus. But you know what? We're going to get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So today we are going to be talking about Kotaku. And I know this is something that we haven't talked about in a little while. Kotaku has done something recently that has got the interest of pretty much everybody looking at this title screen that you see on the screen right now. And it says the following: help fight ICE and you can get 100 games and over 400 tabletop RPGs. Now, listen, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, maybe they just don't like ice, right? Maybe they want everything to be hot. They don't like putting ice in their drinks. No, they are talking about fighting the government agency known as ICE. And then now some of you are probably saying, well, we already knew that Kotaku is a political website. We already knew that they were filled with activists. And you're right. But they constantly tried to convince everybody that they were a neutral website that just focused on video games. Now that Kotaku has officially been bought out by Kellops, which is a company that's based in the UK, I believe, the mask has completely come off. This is one of their first major articles that they released after being bought out, and it is about fighting a government agency in the United States of America. I'm going to let you guys watching this video decide what that means for yourself. So let's read a little bit as to what's going on here and how Kotaku wants to train you into being a very good progressive little activist. It says, we've highlighted a few suggestions of what to check out in the enormous selection. I like how they're trying to pretend as if this article is truly just about the games, when it literally says help fight ICE at the top of the article. Look at the picture. No ICE in California. Itch charity bundle, over 500 games for a $10 donation. So they are genuinely trying to fund a way to fight against a government agency in this country. This is fucking nuts. This is now Like, the mask is off, right? At this point, it can never, ever be said again by anybody that Kotaku is not a political website, that Kotaku is not a hardcore activist website, that Kotaku is supposedly a gaming web. Like, none of that. That is not true. This website is all about activism. It is all about politics. It is literally filled with people that don't want to be writing about video games. They want to be writing about trans lives. They want to be writing about how bad the governors are. They want to be writing about politics, but they can't get jobs in politics. So they're trying to hide it under the guise of video games. This is something we've been saying for the longest time. We've been talking about this for years. Kotaku has been known to be doing this, but now the mask is off and we finally get to experience it all together. So it says that one of the better things that have occurred in recent years is the rise of the itch.io protest bundles. Millions of dollars have been raised for various vital causes through the generosity of developers throwing in games by their hundreds in deals that have done incredible work to not only make money, but to also generate noise about these issues. The latest, already at 40,000 after one day, is No Ice in California, where $10 will get you an astonishing 560 games and 427, which are tabletop RPGs. So basically, they are giving away all the slop video games that nobody bought otherwise, right? This is what they do all the time. They bundle a bunch of games to try to get the number as high as possible, to try to get you interested in spending money on this nonsense when literally all the money is going to fighting a government agency. Pretty crazy stuff. So let's scroll down and see what else we got. Other recent itch fundraisers have included 2020's bundle for racial justice and equality, which raised an extraordinary $8.1 million for Black Lives Matter related charities, which, by the way, $8.1 million for Black Lives Matter. How much of that $8.1 million went to white neighborhood mansions? I guarantee you almost the entire thing. $8.1 million. You guys are patting yourselves on the back for raising $8.1 million, but I don't see a single lick of you, a single one of you, asking, where did the money go? I don't see any of you asking that question. All you're doing is utilizing this fundraiser and getting people to waste their money so that you can virtue signal about it on Twitter and on your website and pretend like you did something when the fucking black lesbians who own Black Lives Matter went and bought 3 fucking mansions in white neighborhoods. They bought it in white neighborhoods because they didn't even want to be around people like them, which is crazy. I thought they were fighting for racial justice. I thought they were fighting for equity. Where's the equity in that? Where's the equity in that? Which, by the way, 2 out of the 3 houses got burned down in the fires. That is hilarious. If that's not karma, I don't know what is. But anyway, that's besides the point. So you also have another one, 2022's bundle for Ukraine, which, where did that money go? Where did the Ukrainian money go? Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows. They got billions of dollars. Nobody knows. That brought in over $6.3 million. The most recent high-profile example raised money for those affected by February's Californian wildfires, which this is nothing close to being the same. Why would you even put the Californian wildfires in the same paragraph as fucking BLM and Ukraine? The 2 biggest scams ever. Why would you even do that? And this week has seen the launch of the latest No Ice in California, raising money for the Immigrant Defenders Law Center in LA and Rice's in Texas. Bro, are we under the understanding that ICE is not going for actual like legal immigrants? Do we understand that you forgot to put a word before that word immigrant, right? You forgot to put a word before that, and that word that you forgot to put is called illegal immigrant. Like, are we under the understanding that that's what's happening here? Like, I don't understand how Kotaku is this stupid. Actually, I do understand because they constantly keep getting bought out. That's why. It was worth noting that Kotaku has a really shitty website that makes this ugly video block out the text that people are trying to read on your piece of shit fucking website. It's worth noting that some of those other examples have the official backing of Itch, and that's yet to happen here. Instead, this was launched by charity streamer Jess Wade. Oh, let's see who Jess Wade is in a second. With the support of so far another 268 creators. Its modest goal is set at $50,000, which is already very close to reaching. Hopefully, as more attention is gained and more developers throw in, that target can be absolutely smashed, not least because of the urgent need for help for LA immigrants facing ICE invasions. Bro, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Again, you forgot a word, Kotaku. You forgot a word, okay? The word is not least because of the urgent need for help for LA illegal immigrants facing ICE invasions. Not just immigrants. See, this is one of those things where they think that if they can constantly keep putting out the same message, that people are going to believe them. And eventually it's going to be true. And the sad thing is that is true to an extent. Sure, the majority of people do know that Kotaku is full of shit. The majority of people do know that the ICE invasions have nothing to do with actual legal immigrants. But the majority of people, unfortunately, cannot save everybody. And there are people that are absolutely donating to this supposed cause, thinking that ICE is actually rounding up legal citizens. This is the biggest gaslight I've ever seen in my life. And they're doing it for money. And these are the people that call other people and YouTubers grifters when they're literally fucking lying for money right now in this stupid charity thing that they're doing right now. That's literally what's happening here. But in any case, let's see who this is. So Jess, who the fuck is this, bro? Who is this? Jess Wade is a tabletop charity content creator who specializes in producing TTRPG charity streams and creating TTRPG charity bundles. Since 2021, their charity efforts have raised over $330,000. Jess also writes D&D adventures like the Mithril bestseller of the DM's Guild Murderin' Mossbank, which was featured in issue 37 of Dragon Plus magazine. Where are the pronouns, bro? I know you got pronouns somewhere. I just know you do. You got pronouns somewhere, man. Got a Patreon. Of course, you got Blue Sky. You got everything here except an X account. Why am I not surprised? Everything. Rainbow Uno reverse animated emote. Okay. My favorite games. Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Holy shit.
Thirsty Sword Lesbians is one of this person's favorite games. Why am I not surprised, bro? Why am I not surprised? Look at this. Hot Dog Princess? What the fuck is this, bro? You're not exactly selling this entire thing. But in any case, this person is the one that is organizing this event. And I got to be honest with you, considering, how the whole thing looks, I'm going to go based off this and say that there is some activism going on here. It's very clear. So it says, what should I play in this bundle? Definitely not the Sword Lesbian game. And definitely not the Hot Dog Princess game. Don't play that game. How about you just don't play any of those games? Right? How about that? Don't play any of those games. I think you're going to be fine if you don't play those. Look at some of these games, bro. What is this? This looks like the scene to a porn. Like, what is this, bro? The lizard is gooning to this fucking non-binary chick. What is happening here? Let's scroll down. Hold on. What other games we got? Raptor Boyfriend, a high school romance. Oh my God, it's a Raptor. Jesus. I didn't realize it was a Raptor. Fill my tabletops. Pause. Can we stop with the gayness here? And they basically just keep going on about the games nonstop. So listen, at this point, where's my money going? The money raised is being split between two charities working with U.S. illegal immigrants affected by the brutal and despicable actions of ICE. The first is the Illegal Immigrant Defenders Law Center, a law firm created in 2015 by immigration lawyers looking to defend people faced with deportation, but also to bring about systematic change to the grim system. Of course, the people IMDEF works for, which are rarely in a position to be able to pay for legal representation, so this nonprofit provides always free services and is sustained by donations. They also have merch. Bro, this is the biggest gaslighting session I have ever seen in my entire life. If they genuinely want people to believe that this has all to do with legal citizens being rounded up by ICE, this is fucking crazy. This is crazy. And keep in mind, this is Kotaku spreading this literal misinformation, which is something they complain about all the time. They complain about misinformation all the time, right? But it's not misinformation that they are actually angry at. It's people talking the truth while they're trying to spew bullshit. They want to be able to spew bullshit like this unchallenged. That's really what it is. So in any case, congratulations, Kotaku. You guys have officially ascended to maximum activist status, which is exactly what you wanted to do. I'm sure all the journalists are in their little cubicles at the Kotaku offices in New York, and they're smiling from ear to ear because their jobs just got saved for another few years before they eventually get sold off again because nobody wants to deal with them. But for some reason, nobody wants to close them down either. It's because their data is worth too much, apparently. But you guys can let me know in the comments down below this video. What do you think about all this? Do you think that Kotaku is doing what they were born to do? Or do you think this is absolute bullshit? And this is just another example of why Kotaku has been a failure for as long as they have been. You can let me know whatever that may be in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, consider hitting that like button. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bro, this company is, oh my God. Reading that was like literally cancer. Reading that, hold on. This video anything to do with what was on screen, and it doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, that was brutal. Yeah, it sure was. But you know what else is brutal? Tier 2, baby. Shout out to you guys. That is another tier 2 in a row. What are we at now? How many tier 2s is that? That is 89 tier 2s in a row. One more and we will officially hit, wow, 90 tier 2s in a row. Jesus Christ. I remember when hitting 30 in a row was very hard. Wow, you guys have been holding it down, man. Holy shit. You absolute legends. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to catch up on super chats. I might do one more topic. Actually, I have to, because the next topic is very important. It's about Subnautica's lawsuit. I have to cover it. I have to. I've been covering everything else. I have to. Where are we at? Blackguard for a $30 banger says tier 2 complete. The man, the myth, the legend himself.
走りだと鳥に飛び立つだと進むから振り向かない明日は絶対もっとチャイ自分次第深めに合い今すぐスタートボタンを押してみるも私はこんなんじゃないはず
Shout out to Blackguard for the $30 banger. What a fucking legend, man. Thank you for that. And then Tanya Raven with the 127 and the 187. Random numbers. You love to see it. And then we got Brian Ross with a 5 saying, ice ruined me. I can no longer round up Mexicans at Home Depot. I can no longer round up Mexicans at Home Depot to finish my roofing projects in town. Now hiring free water and transportation only. Nice. Demon Carol with a 2. Have fun with that game. Uh-oh. Did you give something? Oh, no. Next is Nocturne with a 2. That Subnautica 2 news is going to be fun to see. Yeah, we're going to cover it. I have to cover it. Hold on. We got a gifted game, I think. I did not get a fucking invite. Let me see. What is this? My Summer Car? What the hell is My Summer Car? Shout out to Demon Carol. I'm a little scared here. Demon Carol gifted My Summer Car and says, have fun with this one, mate. I'm scared. Is that a gay game? I'm scared. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Thank you, Demon Carol. I appreciate it, man. I don't know what that's about. I'm scared. Let me check Rumble. Is Rumble awake or are they still asleep? Let's see. Rumble, you awake? Rumble, you awake? Nope, Rumble's asleep. Rumble is asleep. All right. Let's get it's a finished rally car game. Okay, cool. Protect your tailpipe. Oh my god, stop it. All right, let's get to the final topic, man. This one's a big one. This is a biggie. Come on. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about this. I'm going to have to take the ears off of the video. Give me 1 second. Let's talk about this. Wait, what's up? Oh, there we go. Never mind. Sonia says we're here on Rumble. Whack. Yeah, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. All right, guys, listen. If you are unaware of what's going on and you are living under a rock, Subnautica 2 has to be one of the craziest stories that I've ever covered. And I know that I've been saying that for the last like 3 videos that I've done for Subnautica 2, but literally every 24 hours, something else happens. I'm not kidding. Something else happens. And the last thing that happened was Krafton, the publisher for Subnautica 2, basically went after the people they fired, the executives, and said that everything was their fault. Everything, right? They said they abandoned their game, they abandoned their post, they abandoned their responsibilities, and that's why they got fired, right? Now, apparently, those same executives, not even another 24 hours later, are now going to be suing Krafton. And this is not a threat. They are actually suing Krafton. Now, keep in mind, these guys are millionaires, so of course they have the money to do this, which is great for them. But the headline reads, former Subnautica 2 leadership is suing Krafton after getting fired. The former leadership at Subnautica 2 developer Unknown World is suing the game's publisher, Krafton, just hours after Krafton released an email blaming former executives Charlie Cleveland, Max McGuire, and Ted Gill for the game failing to meet its early access deadlines. The game's former director has taken to Reddit to announce a lawsuit. Now, I don't know why we are announcing lawsuits on Reddit. I guess he really doesn't have another area to be able to, I guess, give out information or have a conversation, because clearly he's been fired from the game. So he can't do anything in an official capacity anymore. But they do have a subreddit that we're about to get into right now and take a look at. I'm actually in here in the subreddit, and it says from, it says R Subnautica, Flera is the person, and it says lawsuit, a community update from Charlie. It says, hello, everyone. It continues to be an explosive and surreal time for the Subnautica team and community, which, again, this entire situation that's happening between Krafton and the former executive team, I think this is genuinely going to tear apart the game, sadly. I think the gamers that were looking forward to Subnautica 2, and there was a lot of them, because this is the #2 wishlisted game on Steam. So clearly this game was being looked forward to by a lot of people. I think it's going to tear the community apart. I think you're going to have people that are essentially on the side of Krafton, and you're also going to have people that are essentially on the side of the former developer. So basically, people are going to pick sides, and it's going to create this divide that the community really didn't need to have, right? The community didn't need to have this divide. It didn't have to happen, but unfortunately it is. And now, we just got to see what the fallout's going to be from it. It says, none of this is what we wanted, but we truly appreciate the amazing support we've gotten from everyone. It means a lot to us, especially now. As I wrote last week, we know in our souls that the game is ready for early access. Now, this is something that they've said before, okay? They've said before that they stand by the fact that this game is ready for early access. They've said that. They've kept to that, and they've kept to that narrative that the game was ready to be released for early access now, right? Not in 2026. Krafton is delaying it to 2026, and people think it's because of the $250 million, whatever. We could get into that, but I already did a video on that. This is them saying and doubling down that the game is ready to be released now in early access. So they said the game is ready, and that's just how we roll, and we like nothing more than for you to play it. Game developers live for this, but it's not currently under our control. We've now filed a lawsuit against Krafton. The details should eventually become at least mostly public. You all deserve the full story. Suing a multi-billion-dollar company in a painful, public, and possibly protracted way was certainly not on my bucket list. But this needs to be made right. Subnautica has been my life's work, and I would never willingly abandon it or the amazing team that has poured their hearts into it. As for the earnout, the idea that Max, Ted, and I wanted to keep it all for ourselves is totally untrue. I'm in this industry because I love it, not for the riches. Historically, we've always shared our profits with the team and did the same thing when we sold the studio. You can be damn sure we'll continue this earnout bonus as well. They deserve it for all their incredible work trying to get this great game into your hands. Stay tuned, Charlie. So guys, I don't know. Like I said in my last video, I don't know which side I believe, to be honest with you. And I know a lot of people are going to immediately say that the publisher is lying. And I get that. I totally get that. And chances are that's probably what's happening, right? But there is a part of me that knows that certain developers are really shady fucking people, right? And I think at this point, I can see both sides being potentially true. I can see the developers wanted to push out a game early in order to try to hit certain targets that will get them paid $250 million. I can see that, right? The fact that $250 million is even on the fucking table for a game like Subnautica, like, does nobody understand how crazy that number is? $250 million is more than a lot of AAA games budgets. And this is the bonus for Subnautica. How is this number even a thing? I when I first heard that number, it was almost unbelievable to me that this was even possible to be a bonus for a game like Subnautica, and yet apparently it is, right? So I can understand why some people's eyes would fucking glisten and they would want to do everything they can to ensure they got that bonus, right? I think that's fair to say in a world that's filled with greedy people. I think that's fair to say. You throw $250 million in front of someone, you say, hey, you need to release the game at XYZ time and hit certain sales goals to make this happen, and you'll get the money. You damn sure know that they're going to do everything they can to make that happen. $250 million on the line, you bet your fucking ass they're going to do everything they can. So I can 100% see why that people would not believe the developers and believe Krafton. I could see it. But I can also see Krafton probably using a huge number like $250 million to get these people working like slaves. And then when it came time to release the game and pay them, they were like, well, on second thought, that's a lot of money. How's 10% of that? You know? $250 million is ridiculous for any game, for any bonus. Nobody should be getting $250 million in bonuses. Not even most CEOs get over $100 million in bonuses. It's fucking nuts. I think Bob Iger got a bonus of like $80 million or something like that on top of his salary. So we're talking $250 million. It's fucking wild. And it's not like this is a massive, massive IP. I understand Subnautica is very popular. I get it. The first one more than the second one. I get that. But I don't think it's popular to the point where we're talking about a $250 million bonus. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But in any case, they are going to be suing Krafton. It's official. They are not wasting any time. They are doing it immediately. And we are going to get more information soon that's going to be public filing. This has officially gotten to crazy territory now. I thought we were in crazy territory before. We are definitely in crazy territory now. I never thought that they were going to sue Krafton. I thought that they would probably expose Krafton. They might end up leaking something that was going to make Krafton, probably sue them, to be honest with you. But the fact that they are pulling the trigger right now so fast tells me that they must feel very confident in whatever they are saying about the game and whatever they are saying about the situation. It leads me to believe them just a little bit more than I normally would. But we're going to see what happens with this. We're going to see how fast this actually becomes public information. The moment it does, you bet your ass I will let you guys know. Because at this point, I know I keep saying it can't get any crazier, right? Oh, it can, and it probably will. So let me know in the comments down below, whose side do you believe now that they announced the lawsuit? If you are on anyone's side, let me know whose side in the comments. If you're on nobody's side, let me know why in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like button. And I'll see you guys on the next one. God damn, bro. This is Subnautica 2 news is going to be fun, bro. Every day it's something new with Subnautica. Discover will be wild. I don't think that they're going to get to Discovery. I'll say that. I just don't. Do you guys think they will? Do you guys think they're going to get to Discovery? I don't. Me personally, I think that somebody's going to take a payout. I don't know who that somebody's going to be, but I think somebody's going to take a payout. That's a lot of fuck you money. Yeah, but okay, so here's the thing, right? So the executives have fuck you money, and the company definitely has fuck you money. So what happens when two people have fuck you money and they're suing each other? Do they settle for money? I don't know, bro. I don't think they're going to settle for money. How long do I think this drama is going to last? I really don't know. I can't believe that this is even happening with this game. I can't believe this is even coming anywhere close to happening with this game. I really can't. I'm honestly surprised that every day new news has broken about Subnautica. I'm almost scared to wake up tomorrow and see Subnautica 2 news again. I don't know. It's just crazy shit. Yeah, I agree, Tiger King. I don't think Discovery is happening at all. I don't think so. But I guess we will find out. All right, let's see what we got in Super Chats. If you got anything, I think we had something on Rumble really quick. We do. We got the legend Justin with a 5. Elon Musk was denied a multi-billion-dollar bonus by Delaware, and he jumped on the Trump train after that. Right or wrong, some people won't. Some people make major money for a product, and they should get something. I agree with that. But my thing is, bro, Justin, think about this, man. $250 million. Think about what that equates to in the gaming industry, right? Even in a time like now where everything is super bloated, all these budgets are bloated, right? Even now, $250 million is a AAA game. Literally, it's a AAA production. Like, you could design an entire AAA game for $250 million. I'm not kidding. So how is that going to be a single bonus for one particular team? No matter how good of a job they do, how is that going to be a bonus for one particular team? If you looked at some of these other bonuses that these companies have given out, look at Shift Up, right? Shift Up gave a raise. I think it was like a 10% raise to every employee after Stellar Blade released successfully, and gave each and every one of them a PS5, right? That's still nowhere near $250 million, right? There's been other studios that have given bonuses as well. Black Myth Wukong, they gave bonuses as well, right? All kinds of shit. Nowhere near $250 million is fucking insane. You could make a movie out of $250 million. You could make a blockbuster fucking movie. So again, I don't see or understand how that number even came into existence for a game like Subnautica 2. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe I'm missing something here, right? Like maybe I'm missing something numerical, like number speaking wise, I'm missing something. But Mercanti just posted a banger on X about what? Kotaku? Is she exploding? Is she angry? She's probably angry. What else is new? All right, boys, let's get into the waifu battle now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to close it out. And we got ourselves an interesting Civil War waifu battle that's going to go down right now. Because we got a brand new champion. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the waifu battle is here. Now, if you guys are unaware, on the last waifu battle, we had a changing of the belts, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Oh, yes, we had a changing of the belts. Now, I wasn't able to add the waifu belts for some reason. I don't know why. No idea why. When I was on vacation, but now I am able to do so. So now I want to make sure that I fix it properly and bring out the current champion with her belt. So let me do that right now. The current champion of the waifu battle is none other than the one and the only, of course, Morrigan, ladies and gentlemen, absolute legend. Before we bring out the challenger, let's go over the rules of engagement for the waifu battle. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way that is going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You gotta put the name first. And if you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. And it doesn't matter how big the super chat is. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You could vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can. T Wolf is laughing. He's laughing because he got the ultimate troll win. You can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion who is Morgan, or you can vote for the challenger who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on the screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I will do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats. So do you. No more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. If the last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? I know we don't. I know we don't. Can we stop lying to ourselves? Can we stop lying to ourselves? I know we don't, man. I know we don't. All right, listen. Listen, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm curious to see where the dominoes are going to fall for this one. Because, I don't know. I know that Morgan has a lot of love behind her. But I think that people really like this waifu as well. And considering they are nearly one of the same, you got to wonder who's going to get picked here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The challenger that's going to go up against the one and only Morgan is going to be the one and the only Lilith as well from Darkstalkers, ladies and gentlemen. The names are on the bottom. Let's play the music and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Morgan or is it going to be Lilith? The choice is yours and you can let me know who is it going to be. This should be interesting. This should be interesting. Everybody's like, I called it. Somehow I just knew. Listen, man, it's okay. It's okay. Let's find out who is it going to be. Make your choice known. Dark Exile throwing in a 2-banger right at the start for Tifa. Of course he did. Cryptic Manga for a 2. What are the rules again? God damn it. God damn it, Cryptic. Justin with a 5 says, I agree with you, but if AAA games with a $300 million budget can't make their money and a game with a $20 million budget makes $300 million, shouldn't the difference be added to the bonus? Not all the time. Not all the time, because the company has to keep money in their pipeline. They can't just give away all the money. They're going to have zero in their bank account and give it all to their employees. Sure, in a perfect world, that sounds nice, but that's not going to work. You know what I mean? But I get what you're trying to say. But that's assuming it makes that much money. That's the problem. I feel like this is a lot of money for that kind of game, but maybe. Deadeye's locked with a 2, throwing it in from Morgan. All right. All right. First vote is on the board, and it's Morgan, not Lilith. All right. I respect it. I respect it. I was looking at X for a second, see what is going on over there. Nothing of importance is going on over there. Literally nothing. As expected. Lilith is also a lot more cheerful. Well, if that's the case, let's fucking go. We got Cyber Rider with a 9.99 saying Morgan, baby. Cyber Rider has made the decision. Dispel Breaker with a 2. Morgan, I do like that red, but going for the OG. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. BioT Wolf 19 with a 5. Morgan. Lilith is just 1/3 of Morgan. Literally, it's in the lore. I know. But who cares? She's hot. She's hot. She deserves a chance. She deserves a chance. Blackguard for a $20 banger says Morgan's only competition in the Darkstalker franchise is Felicia. and she ain't here. She has been here before. Many times. Felicia has been in the waifu battle an ungodly amount of times, and I wanted to bring someone new. So I was like, let me not do the whole Felicia versus Morrigan thing again. I've done that so many times. Let me bring someone new to see how she's doing. And she's getting felted. She's getting absolutely felted. Toxin with a 2 says Morrigan got a bigger rack. It's that simple, huh? It's that simple, huh? I guess. All right. All right. God damn it, man. God damn it. Both are hot, but yes. Fucking A. Lilith and Morrigan are both hot. I agree. So why is Lilith getting felted? Keep in mind, if she gets 0 super chats, she will be banned for the rest of eternity. She would never return. She will never return. She will be dead. Gone. Never coming back. Ever. I gotta make it sound dramatic. All right, guys, listen. Lilith is coming off the screen. She's getting absolutely fucking felted. The champion is coming out on screen right now, and it's none other than Morrigan. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Morrigan? Or is it going to be Lilith? Let me know. Whatever that may be. And keep in mind, we do have some trolls out there, so you might feel safe in this absolute washing that's happening right now. But you're not always safe. Keep that in mind. Oh, I see the post you're talking about, old man Cad. Important to remember, as the right-wing grifters' numbers are dwindling across YouTube and Twitter, that nearly every ass-backwards brain-dead post you see under a blue check is engaged. They built their careers on a house of cards. Let's help it collapse. Don't engage. You know what's crazy? So my views have gone up about 30%. And I am almost at the same numbers that I was at the beginning of the year when the numbers went down. Isn't that crazy? But hey, don't let that get in the way of a good story. Dispel Breaker, Damage and I with it too. Morrigan, by the way, why is YouTube doing the ad again? I don't know, bro. Demon Carol with a 2. Lilith pity vote. Nice. Jazz the Ford with a 199. Lilith, thank you. Next is saying Lilith, she's hot and took my time to decide. Okay. All right. They're coming out now. Dark Mages with a 5. Lilith because someone has to vote for her. Okay. Toxin for a 2. Lilith so she doesn't get banned and felted. Okay. It's happening now. Bounty Wolf with a 2. Lilith just to help Darkstalkers. Let's go. Here we go. Hashtag save Lilith. Yes. Let's fucking go, man. 86 JPW with a 3. Lilith and Morrigan 50-50. Both my picks. Fair. Panther with a 2. Lilith, let's make sure she has a second chance. Okay. Damage and I with a 2. Lilith just so she can come back at a later time. Bro, look at all these super chats for Lilith, man. Let's go. We can make this happen. Morrigan is not that far ahead. We can make this happen. We can turn this around and troll the chat. God damn it, Cyber Rider with a 999 saying Morrigan and a period at the end to let everybody know she's serious. Anti-Federalist Pain with a 2 on Rumble. Lilith, not because I care. I have never understood the horn wings thing, but I'll throw $1 per boob to her. Fair. I respect that. That's a good thing. Come on, guys. There's got to be somebody out there that is major fans of Lilith. I'm looking at both chats right now, and they're all like pity talking about Lilith right now. And I'm over here like I'm trying to fight for her. It's my job to fight for the challenger. God damn, Lilith will win. I don't know, Serpentine. I don't know, bro. Morrigan's looking really good in this picture, actually. I don't know. Lilith is love. Apparently not enough. I guess we'll see. We'll see. Even Rumble's like trolling right now. God damn, man. Look, they got the Rickroll emoji in Rumble. What the fuck? That's crazy. All waifu roads lead to Tifa. Fair enough. I can agree with that statement. All right, if anybody's going to troll, now would be the time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The last super chat that is going to count is BioT Wolf 410 saying, Morrigan, she keep Capcom fighting alive for years. Damn, man. I tried, man. I fought hard. I fought hard for Lilith, but she got felted. She got felted, man. All right, mods, count it up. Sonya, count it up. Feed the ducks, feed the eagles. Damn, man. I tried. Sanguine for a 235. Lilith, because you never put Lily versus Eve. I think I didn't put Lily because of her age, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember why I didn't put Lily. I'm almost positive it's because of her age. I don't want to give the haters any excuses. I try to limit it. I don't remember, though, to be honest with you. Thank you, Sanguine, for the 235. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. She's a robot? Yeah, fucking X doesn't care about that. All the cancel mob, they don't care about that, bro. They don't care about none of that shit. They'll be disingenuous as fuck the entire time, bro. But if I could verify that she's a certain age, then it'll be fine. Lily's in her 20s, though. I don't think she is she? Cyber Rider is celebrating right now. Look at this. Cyber Rider is celebrating right now. Crazy. 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 To be fair, I didn't think that Morrigan was going to lose, but I sure as hell tried. BioT says, Blackguard, why? I need it to fuck with you all more. Everybody was looking to see what BioT Wolf was going to do. Unsupervised victory lap. Oh, man. Sonya is counting it up. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a little bit of time. She will finish up the counts. But keep feeding the ducks on YouTube and feed the eagles on Rumble. Anti-Federalist paying with $1. The only Morrigan I know was from Hercules, The Legendary Journeys. Tamara Gorski was hot as hell. I gooned to 3D women as a teenager. Fair. Stop the music. We got the numbers. We got Morrigan at $62.48 against Lilith at $22.16, which means the winner. And still, Waifu Battle champion is none other than the one and the only Morrigan, ladies and gentlemen. God damn, man. What a fucking felting. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Let's go. I highly doubt there's anybody coping and seething, considering like the $20-something was mainly just pity votes. But we're still going to play the song.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping. coping so high. Coping and seething.
And that is going to be it for the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. Morgan is going to go backstage where she will face off against another waifu on Sunday because it's Friday, and I forgot. Sunday, Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss it. Otherwise, you might be a little gay. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, boys, listen, we are fully caught up everywhere. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. We are so back. We are so back. We are officially back. And that means that Griffcast is going to continue on Monday. We're going to get back to Death Stranding. I'm so excited to get back to playing video games. You have no idea. You have no idea. I'm fucking excited. So let's fucking go. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to raid someone now. We're going to raid someone now. So stay to the end, boys. Thank you guys so much for liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting memberships, everything. I appreciate it. And shout out to the Hypno Mods, Sonia as well, for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you guys as well. But I am out. I am done. I am gone. And I will see you on the next one. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. And show some titties. Bye. Okay, no, seriously, bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you gay. Yeah.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina. Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck it, yeah, don't put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck it, yeah, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, greedy, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! 'Cause it's all we fucking know! 'Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.